Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with another Xbox Game Pass weekly quest guide. Today we're going to be working on the game Overcooked 2. We've got a 50-point quest that's available in that game, and this is going to be good through next Tuesday, December 15th. We need to burn 5 items within this game. Yeah, it should take us probably about 10 to 12 minutes, I'm guessing, to get you through the tutorial and get into the first couple of levels of the game where we can actually burn something. So we'll press A to get started here, and I've played a bit of this game before, so I'm going to go to New Game so that you can see kind of the situation where you're starting from scratch. So just go to an empty slot and press A to get started with that. And we'll go through the tutorial quickly here. I'm going to cut out a little bit of the tutorial, but I'll let you know when I do that. Hold B to skip that first cutscene. And the game's pretty good about giving you instructions, of course, in the tutorial here. You could be using both characters. I'm going to keep it simple and just use one character. Go down to the bottom left and pick up a head of lettuce. Go up to the cutting board and press X to start chopping the lettuce up. And like it says, you can press LB to switch between chefs if you want to alternate back and forth and use both characters. I'm just going to use the one for now to keep it simple. So press A again to pick up your lettuce after you've chopped it, put it on a plate, and then put it through the little delivery area at the bottom center. The orders appear at the upper left, so you can see now I've got an order for lettuce and tomato. So you got to take the lettuce up first, chop it with X, pick it up, put it back on the plate, and then do the same thing with the tomato. You can use any of the available plates, doesn't matter which one you can use. You can use any of the cutting boards, that's fine. So we'll pick that up with A, bring it down to the plate that already has the lettuce on it, combine those together, pick it up, and put it through the order delivery belt there. The third order has all 3 items, so it's got the cucumber, which you'll see at the lower right. So I've picked up one of those and I'm chopping it now. So we'll put the chopped cucumber onto the plate, grab a tomato, and we'll put the tomato onto that same plate, and then we've got to do the same thing with the lettuce last time here. Alright, so we'll combine all 3 ingredients together and then drop off the order. And that is pretty much it for the tutorial. Now you'll see that they give you more orders and there's a timer at the lower right. I'm pretty much just going to skip ahead. You don't even have to do any of the orders in the tutorial at this point. You're just waiting for the clock to run out. So I'm just going to let the clock run out and we'll skip ahead here till the ending of it. So obviously feel free to fulfill those orders if you want to play a little bit more of the game, but you don't have to. Alright, so when we get to this next dialogue sequence, you can press A to cycle through all of the dialogue. And a little bit more information about the controls there. So A is pick up and drop, and X is chop and throw. When we get to the throne room, there's a little bit of dialogue to press A through, and then you basically just want to move your character down to the bottom of the screen and press A to go out to the map. So we've made it through the tutorial, so we can move on to the map where we can start selecting stages, and we need to just drive over to World 1-1, so you can move with your left stick and drive over to the little flag that's here, and then press A to get started in World 1-1. Now, unfortunately, this world doesn't have any sort of stoves or anything to it, so we can't burn any items here. This is all sushi-related stuff, so we're just going to be chopping and delivering again. So you can hold A to skip the instructions after you've got a good grasp on what they want you to do here. Basically, we're just going to keep switching back and forth between the 2 chefs. You could do this with 1 chef if you want to. You're going to see me playing a little bit better this time. I'm going to keep alternating between my chefs, have one of them chop up the shrimp and the other one chop up the fish. And while one is chopping, the other one will be plating the food and delivering it. and I pretty much immediately go into chopping the next one. So I'm just kind of alternating back and forth between the two chefs. This game works really well with multiple players. You know, if you have a bunch of players that are working together and each person is controlling one of the chefs, it gets a little bit easier, and you can kind of designate tasks to individual people. It's a really fun game. I'd recommend checking it out, especially if you have somebody at your house, you know, that you want to do some couch co-op with, and you know, just work on a fun, family-friendly game. So we're just continuing to alternate back and forth. You don't have to get a perfect score on this either. I think you only need 1 or 2 stars to be able to make it onto the stage 1-2 that has the burning opportunities on it. You'll see me do a pretty decent job here in the time allotted. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward to the end of this. Basically, like I said, just go ahead and keep alternating, do the best you can, keep chopping fish, keep chopping shrimp, and you should get 1 or 2 stars here. Alright, so after you finish World 1-1 and gotten a star or 2 on that, it will give you some stats on how many orders you succeeded or failed on, and then we'll head back to the map where we can select World 1-2, which has our first chance at burning some food items. So we'll just drive down to the south and go to 1-2 and press A to get started in that level. So you can hold A to skip the recipe information here, and I'll show you what to do. Head over to the center island and you'll see some sort of a white blob there. That's your rice. You can go ahead and take 3 blobs of rice over, 3 scoops of rice over to the pots and put them in the pots at the lower right. They're on kind of orange squares down there. And these will be our first 3 items that will burn, so you just want to let them sit there until the fires start up. And you can grab the fire extinguisher at the upper left of the room like I did there. Once all of the pots light on fire, then you can go ahead and extinguish them. I got an achievement at this point for putting out a bunch of fires in the kitchen. So that'll actually complete the weekly quest for earning an achievement in Game Pass for you. At this point, you can grab the pots and take them off of the burners. And then if you want to take 2 of them over and take them to the trash can at the lower left and press A, you can dump out their contents into the trash can. And then you can put them back onto their stove burners there. And I went ahead and dumped out the 3rd one and put it back too, but you guessed it, we're going to do the same thing again. Grab 2 more scoopfuls of rice and put them into the pots. You can just do 2 this time. You don't have to do all 3 because we only need 5 things to burn. While you're killing time waiting for the fires to start up, you can blow some of these people with fire extinguishers in their faces if you want to, like I did. But yeah, we're just waiting for 2 more fires and we should have our quest complete. Alright, so we've got our weekly quest ready to turn in for Overcooked 2, so we'll go ahead and do that now and grab those 50 rewards points. And that's going to do it for Overcooked 2. We've got a guide out for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for this weekly quest. We've also got monthly quest guides available for all of the December quests, so please check those out. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.